Hey guys, Elite Legionarii here, bringing you a 1 versus 1 for Empire Total War on the Syrian Ridge, or am I getting muddled with it? I think it's Syrian Ridge. I might be getting muddled with another game map name though, but I think it's Syrian Ridge. Anyway, my opponent is playing as France. His name was Honorguard, and he was very friendly, and I enjoyed playing him. And this time I'm Austria, and he's firing his artillery at me now, so I'm going to keep moving. My army consists of 4 units of Grenzers. These guys are 90 range units, not 125, but I believe they've got like a double shot rifle that doesn't fire twice before reloading, so that's pretty cool. And I have, I believe it was 4 units of standard line for my corps. I'm testing out the new the Hungarian Grenadiers, which is the looking very awesome, which was the DLC I downloaded, the Elite Units of the West for Austria. It was one of the units. And I also trying these Hungarian Hussars over here, which are another part of that DLC, so that's them. I've got some Carbineers out here for my skirmish cavalry, and some Uhlans for some disruption tactics I hope to pull at some point. If I can actually do that though, I don't know. And here's a couple, a Carbineer and a Hungarian Hussar on the other flank, as well as same sort of approach as last time, a couple of militia screening, a couple of units of guards, which I think Austria required. I wanted to bring 3 guards, but I wanted to also try those Hungarian Grenadiers in this fight, so I couldn't actually afford it. So unfortunately though, he is going to beat me to the hill. But I'm going to have some nice areas, little rocky areas to give me some cover, I think. And I'm going to use these woods here. So initially I was a little bit concerned that it wouldn't go my way too well, but it's not actually, it doesn't end up being as bad as I thought it would be. So he's going to have some 125 range units, but he's not actually going to be able to use them outside in that range length. I'm going to be in range enough to hit him anyway, so it's not actually a big deal. So I can hit his tirailleurs pretty easily, and because I get double shots, it makes up for my lessened range and slightly weaker position over his tirailleurs. So he's got, I think he's got 4 of them. He's got, let's see, he's got 3 units of Grenadiers. He's got 1, 2, 3, 5 line. The General's Bodyguard over there. He's got that mortar, I think, a mortar. It's a Chevaux Légier for a Lancer, Cuirassier, Chevaux Légier's got 2 of the same, and some Chasseurs Cheval. And I believe somewhere he's got a Royal de Pont guard type unit. So I was really impressed with my Grenzers, because I mean they were in a pretty bad, I don't think they got the best position. They do have quite good cover here though, but they do have a couple of very nice, that ability to do what they do with the, here's the Royal de Pont Regiment here. I must have been muddling it. Let's have actually a good look at that. That's a cool unit. I really did though. I think I haven't got a very strong position, and I don't think I realised that I was actually hitting this area around here. So you can look at this, quite bad. I don't think I even realised I was doing it in the fight, so yeah. But he's actually losing this fight though to my Grenadiers. So what I'm going to do here, while he's got some of his men out there, I'm going to rush him with my militia, and this is going to keep his tirailleurs out of the fight. And to be honest, I don't know how well light infantry would do against militia. Militia might be able to beat them, and even if they can't, he's going to have to use these units to save them. And while that's happening, it's going to allow me to make a push on the right flank with the guards. So I want to try and push on the right with the guards and try and wrap that side up while I punch through on the. Basically, the idea was to make most of the push on the right flank to use the guards to wrap them up, but I was also going to make a bit of a push for my cav and my Grenadiers on this flank to punch through, so that I can then kind of wrap them up, kind of like a Cannae style move. You know, but again, I probably won't go as well as I was hoping. So I'm going to stall them up, and while this is happening, my guards are going to open up on them. And I'm actually pretty pleased with the way this is going, even though my Grenzers only have 90 range and perhaps not the best line of sight due to my own not checking things out. Here he charges a Chevaux Légier, and I'm just going to get my guys in and wipe it out. And he's going to have some Cuirassier support, but I have brought my own Grenadiers up to add support to that fight. I've got a reserve one here. So I was really impressed with these Grenzers though. This double shot was really quite cool. So over here, I believe I used my Carbineers to open up on some of his Chevaux Légier. Although I think I hit some of my own troops there, so there was a bit of a mistake on my part. But my guards are doing a nice job. They've got good cover. Line of sight's reasonable. So some nice shots of them guys getting some nice shots off there. Here we go, some nice shots coming on from my guards here, which are doing a nice job, and they're ripping into his line infantry pretty badly. This side I'm going to try and just use my guards to push him out of it so he can't use that area. That's what I was thinking. I didn't really expect to win this fight because I know my opponent I think he's a lot more experienced than I am. So over here the cavalry fight is very even actually. I think this Hungarian Hussars are really quite cool. I've got Grenadiers in support, so that's why he's having more struggle, even though he's got actually Cuirassiers, which I believe are better. Plus I'm getting some nice shots in with my Hungarian Hussars, which I believe, yeah, here I want to throw some grenades, so let's get a nice look at that. So hopefully I don't just kill a whole of my own men. Yeah, I probably did a bit close to my own Grenadiers at that point, but I did cause a nice rout, or yeah, I broke that unit of Cuirassiers, so I think it worked alright, but it was probably a bit of a risky move in all honesty. So over here I'm skirmishing with his chasseurs cheval, which are beating my carbineers, but it's keeping him busy while I use my guards to fight his DuPonts. I saw that he was in squares, so I wanted to melee rush him while he was in squares because that would give me the advantage. So I'm going to get into the melee rush. As you know, guards are very good melee wise. My militia are still stalling up as Tyrolers, and it appears they can beat them, so that is pretty unique. So while that's going to happen, I'm going to make a push for the right flank and try and wrap him up, because he's trying to bring in support on this side, and I haven't even engaged my line infantry yet. My Greens are still going pretty strong for a unit that's in the position it was in, but the double shots was really useful. I think that's how it works. Like it says double barrel, so I presume that means they can shoot twice. It seems like they can. I might be wrong though. He's going to rush down here with some his own grenadiers, I believe. And this fight's going to be pretty even, but I think I might have got some grenades off on his way down. As you can see, the cavalry fight is now going my way, which is good, but it's going to be kind of costly to both of us. Probably kind of a Pyrrhic victory in the cavalry department, but he definitely, I think on this map, the crazy rush for this hill in the middle is really cool. And makes it quite challenging, and he actually beat me to the punch, but I decided I would use the forests on the edge of the map to assist me, and hopefully just stall his light infantry with my greens, and that's been a really useful little move, to be honest. The thing I noticed too in previous battles on this hill is when you get on this hill, you're actually really clustered, because there's not a lot of room to spread out your line, so I've actually found that it isn't as efficient as it seems at first notice. So here I'm going to make a push to my guards. I think I might actually be hitting some of my own greens, so that might be a bit of a... I don't know if I am or I'm not. Anyway, he's going to... My militia did a really good job of holding a lot of his men down. Now he's going to have to come place guards after his men are slightly tired from fighting those militia, so they'll get pretty beaten up by those guards. Over this side, my guard is still fighting his Royal DuPonts and beating them. And I believe it also fought off some of his chasseurs cheval. I'm going to use my carbineers here to stall him. Again, I probably don't use my cav the best on this game, but the idea is quite simple. If I can keep his cav out of the action while I win the more important infantry fight, then his cav's not going to be able to help him later on. So I'm going to bring some of my line over this way to try and assist. My grenadiers are actually getting a bit bashed up by his grenadiers now because he's got much better terrain and he's got nice cover up here. So let's look at his... No, these are line infantry, sorry. He uses grenadiers, so he's getting some nice shots off with his line here. But down here, the fight is going my way for the most part, and I'm getting numbers down on him. I'm going to pull back though. I want to try and force him to come down off the hill and isolate himself a wee bit, see if I can get him to do that. Don't know if he will. That way, if he does that, I can kind of win this fight and then wrap around him. He'll be trapped. That's another idea what I was trying to do, but doesn't always work the way I want. And look at these Royal DuPonts, they look so cool. All the guard units look so fancy. All the cool uniforms and stuff. Usually I used to think that all those overdone uniforms were a bit poncy, but to be honest, I take it back. A lot of them look very cool. And it really distinguishes them. So over here, my guards are doing a really good job of holding on. And I think I put some of my greens right in behind there. I think I was trying to hit up these guys here, which are actually still winning. My greens is down here getting pretty nasty, and I've probably just been shooting this wall right in front of them the entire time. So that's probably full of bullet holes or musket balls or something, so that was not the best move on my part. His artillery hasn't really been that much of an issue, I guess. I don't feel it has been anyway. So up here, I believe I tossed some grenades into his line infantry with my grenadiers here. These Hungarian grenadiers certainly paid off. They're very hardy, tough troops. A very good addition to Austria, because I don't think Austria's line infantry is that great. Now what I've done is I've moved my line infantry to the flanks, one on the left and one on the right here. I'm not too concerned now. I want to try and just outflank them and sort of squish them in now and hold them with my greens as if I can in the centre basically. So I'm going to make another push here, because my guards should be able to punch through these line infantry soon. Here we go, here's some good shots of my guards here. I mean, if you look long enough, you can look, there's like must be a bit of a tussle going on between. Look at this, look at he's choking him with his rifle. Oh, he broke his neck, that was pretty cool. So you can see if you look long enough into those fights, you actually see some pretty cool fights. So my line is fighting his line, and I was a little concerned because I'm pretty sure Austrian line's pretty not very good. I don't know how it's like melee wise, but I think French melee infantry is not too bad. It's quite cool how, they're all line infantry, each faction's line infantry differs in stats. That is really cool. That's really good, I'm glad they did that. The CA did that. So over here I'm going to push through, and this unit of guards has just finished off these last War of the Pomps, and his general's bodyguard I think are routing now. And I was actually I was pleased that I won this, but I was surprised. I honestly didn't think I'd win it because, again, like I said, I am not that experienced at this. And I thought, well, I got into a pretty bad position there at the start. So, it's a nice fighting going on here. Look at this, the drum guy fighting with this dude here. Oh, look at it, the fights look so good. So much fun. It's different from the other Total War games, that's why it's so cool to me. It's just fun to do some different stuff for a change. I keep my general out of the way. Where is he? There he goes. Looking regally down his nose at the French dogs who he fights. Basically the idea was kind of hold him in the centre and to push on the flanks, and it worked extremely well with my guards on the right flank, and that worked out nicely. On this flank, he did a good job of nullifying it, but it worked so well on this flank that I just had to wrap him up completely. So it kind of made up for the fact that it was kind of nullified by him on his right or my left. So over here, this line infantry appears to be defeating a grenadier unit and 2 line infantry units. I don't know why. I mean, I was under the impression that, now it's not. I was under the impression that Austrian line infantry was pretty poor quality, but had higher numbers. So I like that whole concept as well. So now I'm going to push into his flank here for the final charge. I didn't want to shoot in case I hit some of my own men. Not that it probably really matters by this point, but he's going to be held up, and I'm going to be able to route him just by coming into the flank here and just whipping him to bits, and that should route the remainder of his men. I probably should be chasing down that artillery unit, to be honest. That probably was something I shouldn't have just left. But I just shattered the remainder of this French infantry. And by this point I was kind of like, whoa, I actually am winning. So anyway, I might just triple speed here, guys, just because it's just sort of running off routed now. I'm going to move this unit of greens into position to fire it with his tirailleurs. So I might actually slow it off again so we can get some nice shots of that. I love this whole skirmishing effect you can do in this game. And there's so much to actually learn. Just look at them loading up there. I don't know, maybe it's just one shot. I'm not too sure. It seems they got like a double shotgun or something like it. I don't know, I rather like them. It'd be cool if they had the 125 range. But they are cool. So here's tirailleurs duking it out. But my guys got way better cover, so I'm going to have much more success in this department. They look pretty cool, the tirailleurs though. So let's get some more, looks. There is one thing I do not like about the Empire, and it's, as I zoom to watch my troops, the camera slows way the heck down. I don't like that. I just don't like it. I mean, if I wanted to view it more slowly, I just move it less like I did in Roman Med 2, but I do not like how it does that in Empire, and I think it does in Napoleon as well. It's kind of stupid in my opinion, but that's just my opinion. Some people might find there might be a good reason for it, I don't know. So I'm going to open up now on the remains of these troops. So they're going to get cut down. They're doing a good job. They're doing a very good job. Let's catch some more Grenzer action. Yeah, it does look like a different sort of rifle. I'm not too sure how it kind of functions. It says something about double shot, but maybe it looks like he's still got it. Looks like he's still got to do it just one like normal, so I don't know. Anyway, this fight's nearly over now, guys. I might just triple speed. It's probably getting a bit boring just watching this tiny little fight. Basically, it's just the Grenzers in line infantry killing them off, and I'm about to run off the mortar battery. He's just going to go for a melee charge, but I mean, of course it's a light infantry unit. It's not going to do a very good job of it, so let's catch the general in some action here. And he runs down this irritating mortar battery. And there it is, victory. I did have a few more men though. I had 2,252 men, 1,464 losses, 1,462 kills. My opponent, Honorguard, he was a real nice player, and hopefully he watches this, because if you do, Honorguard, thanks for playing. It was really nice to play you, and you were a good opponent. He had 1,776 men deployed, 1,506 losses, and 1,210, so it was pretty close really. So if we look, my guards, 256 and 188, awesome, they did nice work. Line infantry, 151, this Grenzer did 119, this Grenadier there, 105. Everything else wasn't really that spectacular though. Most of it was just sort of evened out. I mean, the militia got owned, obviously, but 55 kills for a militia is actually pretty sweet. This Grenzer came off pretty even. This Grenzer did pretty well. The Carbonese, actually think that some things did pretty good. This Hungarian Hussar took a wee... Oh, that was a Hungarian Hussar, not a Hungarian Grenadier. Sorry, my bad. Yeah, aside from this Grenzer down here, I felt all my Grenzers did pretty good, so I'm not sure what the difference is. They've got 90 range, but their gun seems a bit different. So, anyway, hope you guys enjoyed that. Again, I know my Empire battles are probably not as exciting as some other people's because I'm not very good at it yet. I don't know it that well, but I'm working on it, guys. And I do appreciate your views, and again, many thanks for watching. And I do hope you enjoyed, and I shall see you soon next time.